Hello students, today we'll start with the topic of human nervous system. As you all know that this topic is included under the category of control and coordination. So let's begin with human nervous system. Children, we already know that a human nervous system helps in controlling as well as coordinating the various activities that takes place inside the body. It's not only about the nervous system along with endocrine system helps in fulfilling all the functions that takes place inside our body. Now, human nervous system is divided into two parts, CNS, that is central nervous system, and PNS, which refers to peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is a hollow part of the nervous system which lies along the mid-dorsal part of the body inside the axial skeleton, which is further divided into, as you all can very well see here, brain and spinal cord. Right? Need not give any introduction regarding the brain because you all know about brain. And later on in the chapter, we'll be covering about spinal cord as well. Moving towards the peripheral nervous system, it is the lateral part of the nervous system that develops from CNS only. And it connects the different parts of the body with the CNS. It has basically two components. One is voluntary and the other one is involuntary. Now, voluntary peripheral nervous system is under the control of our will. As you all know that voluntary means something which we can control. It consists of cranial nerves from the brain and spinal nerves from the spinal cord. Involuntary peripheral nervous system is also known as autonomic nervous system, as it is further divided into two more parts which refers to sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, moving on to the topic of the brain, let's see how a human brain is further divided and redivided. As you know, beta, that human brain is one of the most important part of our body. So let's see a brief flowchart here. Human brain is further divided into three categories, that is forebrain, first part, midbrain, followed by hindbrain. Right? So these are the three major divisions that are seen in our human brain. As we all know that human brain is the widest and the uppermost part of the central nervous system, and it is the most advanced and well developed among us. Right? So moving ahead, children, let's move on to the forebrain or the first part of our brain, which forms the very important region. Now, your forebrain, as you all can see very well here, is further divided into olfactory lobes, cerebrum, and diencephalon. Now, olfactory lobe is basically in the form of a pair of widely separated club-shaped structures which occur on the inferior surface of the cerebrum. These work like a relay, right? Olfactory lobes, they relay sense of smell which is received from olfactory epithelium to the temporal part of the cerebrum. So it is a connecting link. It is a bridge. Now, moving on to cerebrum. Cerebrum is one of the most important part of this entire process. It is the largest part of our brain, cerebrum, right? And it has two closely placed cerebral hemispheres that are separated by a longitudinal cerebral fissures. These cerebral hemispheres are divided as right cerebral hemisphere and left cerebral hemisphere. You all might have heard this thing that right side of our brain basically controls the left part of our body and left cerebral hemisphere controls the right side of our body. These cerebral hemispheres are further divided as F-top. F-top means frontal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe, and parietal lobe. These are the four major divisions of a cerebrum, of one hemisphere of a cerebrum. Now, let's move on to frontal lobe. Frontal lobe is in the front or the interior region, and it refers to the center of intelligence. Right, children? Parietal lobe is situated in the mid upper area, and it has center for taste, for various senses like sense of pain, touch, pressure and temperature. And it also contains certain components of speech. Next is your temporal, which lies on the lateral side, and it controls hearing, smell, recalling of audio and visual events, and some components of speech again. Moving ahead is your occipital lobe, which occur in the hinder part of the brain, that is backwards. Occipital lobe have centers of perception for sight. Ossi is the word basically that is associated with the center for the perception of sight. Now, these were the major four divisions of one hemisphere of the cerebrum. Moving on, you have diencephalon, right? It lies on the inferior side of the cerebrum, and it has epithalamus on its roof, thalami on the sides, and hypothalamus on the floor. Hypothalamus is the region which basically determines our hunger, fulfillness. When you are full, the same feeling is governed by this. It also secretes number of hormones because hypothalamus is there, which acts as a master gland. Right, children? So we will stop here in this session.